You're listening and watching to a very special podcast. Alright, Monsieurs, let us continue where we left off with Benjamin Hallows. Let's see if he can make it through this whole scenario of a tragic story alive. Now, shall we begin? Let's. Looks like Ben wasn't really going to see the last of Inspector Lovell. That daft man, what was he thinking? Putting his job at risk and covering his tracks. Ben and Taylor were hiding in the empty warehouse that used to belong to Dirge. After Dirge was found out as an accomplice of the whole thing, he had all of his stuff removed by order of the agents of Evermore, but they were still trying to find Ben and Taylor. Everything else in his townhouse was, well, missing. Gone, except for Beauty's portraits, and Beauty was trying her best not to stay together with Ben and Taylor because she didn't want them to link her back to them. Ben knew this wasn't good. The agents of Evermore are going to find us. You better have a better plan than this, Treps, Ben said, referring to Cruel's last name. Cruel just smiled. Now, have you ever doubted me? I managed to get you out of this safe now, didn't I? Ben sighed. It was true. He had to agree. Yes, you have. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just anxious. I know I shouldn't be worried, but... You're afraid to face with Barrere Devlin, aren't you? What, are you a mind reader now? No, but I've seen her angry. I've seen her rage and her power. She'll be coming for you, and it won't be long until somebody is going to break. So you better be aware. Are you really afraid of her? I'm not really afraid of her. I'm just afraid of the power she possesses. It's definitely Ophelia's power. I knew it from the start. I can't believe she has that. Oh, Ophelia, Ben said. His fingers twined in his own hair. He looked really a mess. His eyes were red, his clothes were torn a little bit, and he was pacing around frantically. Taylor watched him with anxiousness. This was supposed to be about life. I thought it would be so much more, but no, it isn't. Donors, blood transfusions, powers. I never heard of this. It's a conspiracy. A huge conspiracy, he claimed. A conspiracy, is it? A voice said. The inspector was there holding his gun. He was quite angered, and he was trembling. His partner was right at his side. His colleague looked a bit troubled. You dare escape me. You try to expose me. Humiliate me. Barrere Devlin found me out, and now because of her and you, I'm exposed. I will get you for this, Benjamin. I will. I have ways. My job is going to be taken from me. They are going to position me, and they deem me as insane. What's worse, Ophelia exposed me to my own daughter of the crimes. However, Ben simply looked at him. If killing me is going to be your best option, I suggest you turn away now. Don't you walk away from me! The inspector cried out as Ben was turning away. Ben looked back at him. You really are a pathetic bastard. But really, You have no idea how much shit you put yourself into. And what you did to Sylver Eden, that I cannot forget. I won't let you touch her with your filthy hands. Oh, really? I believe it's me you should not mess with. You're getting on my last nerves. You really are, aren't you, my dear Inspector? Ben said sarcastically, if I didn't know any better. I say you're nothing more than a piece of work. You really are pathetic. Shut up. The inspector said. His hand was moving and shaking, but he was filled with rage. Ben couldn't help it. See, you can't even hold your weapon straight. What are you going to do? Kill me? Oh, don't even, the inspector said. Just then, an innocent-sounding voice spoke out. Ophelia? Ophelia, where are you? Oh, I'm sorry, she said. It was Miraha Kimizuki. Cruel managed to recognize her. So this is Kimizuki's sister. The one that those humans made into. I guess Katrina was right, she thought. Miraha managed to take notice as she made her way down the steps. Excuse me? Who are you? The inspector tucked his gun away. Apologies. I'm Inspector Shadrick Lovell. I believe you must be lost. Perhaps I can help you. Miraha looked at him strangely. Shadrick Lovell? That's when she moved back a little, looking over. Wait, you're the guy that Ophelia mentioned. You're the one who had that horrible father and that grandfather. All those terrible things. Shadrick was shaken. How? Ophelia told you? That's when Miraha nearly lost it. No, she was right. That's when she let out an ear-piercing yowl. And all of a sudden, her eyes became black and her pupils became an amberish glow. And she said in that voice of a tone that sounded harsh and also metallic, I won't let you get away with this. What in God's name? Shadrick cried. A child? She's a Zeref? That's the one? That's when Cruel stepped in. Hey, snap out of it. Human. Wait, you're one of the children. You're Miraha Kimizuki. That's when the girl began to switch from her Zeref form and her human form. Where's my brother? I must destroy him. Don't worry, you're safe. That's when she looked out. And then someone with a hood grabbed Miraha and said, Come on, I'll take you to your brother, I promise. Wait, Ben cried out. The girl looked back. Stay away from her, Shadrick. You're dead meat, Luna said, pointing at the inspector. You witch. But Luna was already on her heels. Cruel stepped in. Oh no, I don't think so. You're not going to make any other move. I already know what you are. And I must say, you're the most despicable human, huh? You will burn for what you are, you vampire. I will end you. How are you gonna end me? You see, I may be quite managed to get my arm cut off, or perhaps having a little bit of limbs,
or maybe stabbed. But here's the thing. I'm a different kind of vampire. We all are. No matter what hits you bring us, we cannot die at your hands. Now, can we?
You are lying! He shot a gun right into Cruel's shoulder. However, she managed to take the bullet out, and her wound healed.
My. It's not every day you get to meet the one and only vampire queen. But wait, I'm no longer the vampire queen after I got betrayed. But I have to give it to some humans who went all through the risk to save my life.
Cruel said, "Monstrosity, I will end you." But Cruel managed to knock the inspector to his knees. All of a sudden, she grasped onto his neck, pulled it, and then all of a sudden she sank her teeth into his throat. The inspector screamed, pushed her away, and he nearly lost conscience from all the blood loss. "You animal, you vixen, I will catch you."
I don't think so.
"Come, let's go," she called out. Ben and Taylor followed. The inspector was trying to reach for his gun, but his partner already took care of that and managed to try to shoot them, but they managed to escape. With one hand clutching at his wound that was still bleeding, the inspector tried going after. But in the process, the tall white figure grabbed the inspector by the throat. The inspector tried stabbing at it, but nothing could have done anything. That's when the monster began to tear at the inspector's left hand, tear its hand off, as well as his fingers. Now the inspector was in great agony. He cried out, "Benjamin, you will burn in hell for what you do here. This is not the work of a scientist. This is the work of Satan. You will pay for this." However, Ben cried out, "Not bloody likely," and closed the door. As soon as they managed to get away, Ben managed to calm down. He never felt such adrenaline being flown into him. The fear and the pain and everything. Ben was surprised. So this is the work of the Manium Mercury. Quite tempting, as I might say so myself.